Okay. This is a Boulder, Colorado. I believe we're in Boulder. They obviously have tons of friends, which they have everywhere because all you have to do is have people who use drugs, and then you have lots of friends. Is this pathetic? It is. I can answer that before I even ask it. It's pathetic for me to want to believe that the feds are still gonna step in and do something. But it's literally, what are they waiting for? If that's the case. I knew I was gonna get hot. I'm wearing 4 tops and 2 pairs of pants. And it's sunny. But it was cold at the last spot. This one is, I think, a little bit more protected from the wind and stuff. So, there's no wind. So it's hot. I even have my women's, I don't know what is this a Me Too hat? I'm not exactly sure. Again, I actually didn't buy it for that purpose. I bought it a week before the whole hat thing stuff happened. This way. But, and I had wished I had bought purple instead, just because I get pink, so I didn't want to have pink. It was a hard choice. And then I went with pink, and then I wished I had gotten purple. And then this whole thing came out. And the fact is, I totally agree 100% with it, so it kind of worked out, But now I wish I had purple. Vita's having a moment. The last one, she really did not want to walk, but she kept looking back at that lady and her dog. And I'll tell you, as much as she kept pretending like she wasn't following us and not looking at us and stuff, you know what the giveaway was? The giveaway was her dog. Because, see, despite the fact that she wasn't looking at us, come on, V, let's go. Come on, you can do it, Vita. Come on, you can do it. Good girl. Despite the fact that she wasn't looking at us, her dog wouldn't stop. And even when we were really far away, and even when we went all the way off to the side, and even when there were other dogs, the dog was super focused on us. And that told me that her energy was towards us. Her face may not have been towards us. She may not have been turned towards us. But her energy was directed towards us. And it was just weird. She pulled up right after we pulled up. She didn't in a rush, vroom. Parked right next to me, despite there being other spots, and which most people try to stay away from the RV, I'll be honest. And they should. It's a house with a poop thing in it, which I haven't been able to dump. Come on, let's go. Vita, you're fine. Come on. Let's not do this. You're doing good. You're doing good, and there's nobody here. Good girl. And, but it was the fact that she took a long time to get out of her car. She waited until we went, and then she just was mirroring us. And she kept letting her dog, just sort of, come more towards us, and I kept going another way, and, away from her, and then she was just standing there, and the dog was just paying way too much attention to us, and not in a friendly way. So, just as a regular dog owner, you just be all, hey, let's go, let's move on, She wasn't doing that. Then she was constantly texting, and then I couldn't get Vita to walk. Vita didn't want to go. Vita kept looking at them and looking at them and looking at them. And despite the fact that she is like her mom, and she was like this before I got her because of her hoarding situation, she's hypervigilant and paranoid. Come on, let's go. Come on, mijo. Come on, Vita. You're freaking Vita out. Come on. Come on, V. Let's go. Mijo, it's the mailboxes. they're so wigged out. And fine, blame me, say it's my fault that they're all fucked up, and I know that's the nice go-to, and it's been hard for people to point their finger at me when I'm literally trying to do everything I can, except for, I realize at this point, I mean, I don't know, was it better for them to get gassed to shit and I stay up all night and I don't get raped, or gang raped, or they get removed from the room and put in with a bunch of fucking rapists and fucking murdering sacks of shit. This is pretty. See, I like trees. Come on, V. Let's go. Yeah, she doesn't like it because it's near the road. I don't blame her. I don't like it just on the road either, but it's not bad. So, but yeah, as soon as we turned around, which was, we pretty much walked, stopped a whole bunch, and she was just kind of meandering, you know, and stopping, and it was just odd, you know, because it's obviously a place you have to drive. She drove to take her dog there. Most people are like, let's go, let's get this walk started, you know, let's go for this, let's go, you know. And so finally Vita was like, I ain't going nowhere. And I was like, okay, fine, right, B? And so I was like, okay, fine. So we turned around, and who turns around? And then so I say to her, I catch up with her, and I'm like, hey, beautiful dog. She didn't even respond. I say, hey, do you walk over here a lot? You know? No response. Not even an acknowledgement that I'm talking to her. It was just not normal. You know? It just wasn't normal. Then she got in her car, and I was just going to go back, grab my phone, and then head out again, to be honest. Try with Vita. Vita didn't want to go. So we ended up just leaving, and she was just sitting there. Just sitting in her car. You know? The whole thing was just weird. You just know. See, some things don't make sense. When you're a person that has a dog that takes them out all the time, and you see people, there's a pattern of behavior that most people stick to, and that was not that. So she stuck out. And then the way she was looking at me, and, you know, when she did finally look at me, and then she just sort of sat in her car, just waiting for a text, and then got her text, and took off. It's weird, the whole thing. So anyways, I am super dumb. I really am. Because and it's only because what other choice is there? You know? But to have some hope that the feds aren't working with the cartel. I mean, why would you? Why would you? Why would you? It would be the destruction of the country, you know? Why would you protect people like this? It will lead to raping, murders, child rape. I mean, literally. So what's the benefit, you know? And at some point, this whole shit, this use of anesthesia will come out. At some point. I mean, she had fucking meth heads and heroin addicts doing this to me. You know? They had to have been curious as to why I was completely knocked out and how she did that, you know? So, you know, now they know how to do it. There's no upside. But what are they waiting for? You know? And then if I'm wrong, which I probably am, because that's just hopeful thinking, because I don't have any other hope, then, oh, God. It's not really funny at all, is it? Yeah. But as I know from doing this for 12 years, as I inch forward to any sort of help or any change in the situation, it just mirrors a DV, domestic violence situation. It gets more intense. they get more psycho. They feel a need to do more stuff. Either more drugs, disable my vehicle, like whatever they have to do to make it happen, and it just, because there's so much they could be doing that they're not doing, right? So, and they know that. They just have it in their pocket. Good girl, V, to do other stuff. So, but, what's the upside for the feds? So what, they can keep the use of anesthesia to themselves for a while, use it against some people for a while. Really, that's the biggest upside to this. And then all my emails to them, that would be why they don't tell me, stop doing this, stop emailing us. It's because they want to collect them so then they can be like, see, she was mentally unstable. Which, trust me, the emails would probably pretty much support that. However, it also supports the truth. So, interestingly enough, it can go both ways. So, but I don't know. Maybe my thoughts on things like schizophrenia, where I've started thinking that, shit, maybe people aren't schizophrenic. Maybe they just fucking see shit and hear shit other people don't. Period. I don't know. After I've been going through this, it's just, it's really opened my mind up to different possibilities of things that could be going on because of what's happening to me is so crazy, And I'm not saying yet that those illnesses don't exist or, whatever. But, mental illness surely exists. Look at the people doing this to me. They're severely mentally ill. So, definitely not saying it doesn't exist. I'm just saying, I don't know, what would be the reason? Hey, it's okay. It's okay. Anyhow, I better concentrate. I can really breathe. Everything makes me out of breath because of that shit. So, there we go. But they needed this. I'll tell you what I need is to lay in bed, go to sleep, not breathe in gas, and not be raped, sodomized, and tortured. That's what I need. But this is what I'm doing because this is what they need, and also because what I need is unattainable. And it just sucks because I know there's probably someone here in Boulder that would be like, you know what, I'm not down with women being raped. You know what, here, come stay at my house. Take a 4-hour nap. I'll be awake. I'll be hanging. See, this is the bottom line that people have to come to realize at some point, that good people have to network too. And they have to help each other. Because the bad people do it so expertly, They really do. They're masters at it, getting people to do what they want, telling them whatever they need to. They don't care. They don't care if they lie. They don't give a shit. Even if it's to a friend of 20 years, they don't care. They'll just omit rather than lie. So, but that's what good people need to do. Realize that hopefully in the future that's what happens. Is good people network with each other and start realizing that that's the only way you're going to beat them. And then it's going to put people in a position of a choice. You're going to be on the good side or you're going to be on the bad side. I don't get it. This case could so make a fucking blow to mostly their networks and how they operate. Because if people start to realize that when some guy they've known for 20 years, that they've always known to be a rough guy, that hung out with the wrong people and knows Hell's Angels or is a Hell's Angel, but, was always decent to them, blah, blah, blah. Sorry, I don't mean to pick on the Hell's Angels, but, they'll start to question whether or not, they want to do something for that person, And maybe shit, some of these fucking guys will start questioning whether they want to start asking favors of people and putting them in bad positions. Like they do. So, because at least, I don't know, I'd say 50% of the people that they've asked to fucking help them do stuff, from hotel people to Airbnb people to mechanics to, they don't know what the fuck's going on. You know? They have no idea what they're getting involved with. So, there you go. I can't breathe.